In this video, I will guide you how to use this Rubik RFID duplicator or copier. They have several models. Each model have its own capabilities, such as this is only for 125 kHz frequency, which is non-encrypted, and then this is one of the basic device which support multi-frequency. This device is advanced than this model, and this is the latest model which is more advanced, having multiple features. All right, it can also read multiple frequencies. Now, before we talk about what type of cards can be copied, please understand the fact that not all cards can be copied. It only depends on the frequency, what is the device capability, and whether whether your card have encryption or not. Also, I want to tell you that not all type of encryption can be decoded. There are several type of cards which cannot be copied, such as HIDI class, and there are HID desire, and there are several others. All right, so they have made their cards secure with level of encryption and which serialization which cannot be copied. All right, so let's be realistic before we talk about this. Let me go through with the device process first. I have this power bank. I will just connect it with the device. Okay, now the device is turned on. There is an induction area here, and there is one induction area here. This area is only for IC cards, some type of IC cards, not all, and this is for all the other frequencies. Example, if I try to read the card here, 125 frequency card, I try to read here, it will not work because this area is only for the IC cards. Okay, and 125 frequency card will go here. Also, this is important, if the card is blank, you cannot read it because it has no data. All right, before we start, let me guide you what are these. So for all your cloning or copy functions, you will go to the smart clone. Format card will work only if your card is writable. If your card is locked after writing the data, or if you have locked the card using some other tool or software, then the format will not work. If your card is one-time writable, also format card will not work because you may have written the data already and now you cannot format. Simulate NFC is it's not an NFC copier. It will only work when an NFC card you want to simulate on your Android phone, not on iPhone. System setup is just general features such as brightness, sound, and these settings you can use, or even if you want to connect it with your PC, you will just go to the enter UDisk mode, you will press OK, and the software will show in the removable drive will show in the PC. Okay, so let's go to the smart clone feature, which is the main subject for today. So once I go there, let's suppose I try to read this card. This is Swedish metro card, subway card I mean. So I'm reading here, and it is showing there are encrypted sectors, please connect to the computer. I have tried this card already, so that's why I'm explaining it, that if a card is encrypted which device cannot handle alone, it will ask you to connect with the PC and try with the software. That I will make a separate video some other day. So it means with offline mode, I cannot copy this card. It has some encryption sector. I know already that this card cannot be copied because I have attempted it already. Okay, so but I will show it some other day. So I'm keeping it aside. Now let's suppose I try this card. This is a UHF frequency. A UHF card is not supported by this device because this is low frequency device and UHF is high frequency. So such as I try to press the read button, it will not read. Okay, so now you understand how the encryption shows and how non-supported card shows. Now let's try to read this card. Okay, now we can see device is reading this card. It is 125 kHz frequency. It is showing you the card number, model and everything. And now if you want to write it, you need the same frequency blank card. I have this blank card with me. I will just keep it here. I will press the right button and it's done. All right, now when we go and try using this card on the system, such as on your parking barrier or on your door or any reader or attendance system, wherever you intend to use this, if that system accept copy cards, or I would say if the serialization is not in place, or if there is no other security in place which prevents copy cards, then it will simply work. If there is some security at the system level, then the copy card will not work, even you have made the successful copy. All right, so this is now let's try another frequency. This is IC type A. I can try it here as well and here as well, so let's try it. All right, try here. You can see, so it's an IC card. Okay, and this is the card number, and if I just want to write it, I can write it on another IC card if it is writable. Okay, so UID writing failed. It means in this card I cannot transfer the UID data, unique identifier. It's locked. Writing fail. Reason? Wrong card. It is 125 frequency. Write successfully. Why? Because this is the right card. It's writable. It is having Rubik chip, which is open to many other cards. The same card actually. All right. So my purpose of showing the multiple failures was to you to understand why a thing may not work, such as why I tried to copy this card and it was failed on this card, for example, and this card, for example. Why it failed? Because it was not a matching card. The technical criteria was not matching. The frequency was different. All right, so it is very simple operation. The device is pretty quick. You can mute it if you want, unlike other devices which cannot be controlled at system level. You can handle many things here. You can also edit the formats such as this if it is required, because this is the card input criteria, hexadecimal numbers, or if you have any other format, the card parameters. By default it is on 6H, but this is usually for advanced users who know already how they want to program their card for their different kind of applications, but in general it is not required. If you want to format a card, you can do it easily. For example, this card, I know it is a rewritable card, so I can simply go to the format card and I will do the quick format. For example, it's done.